It's the age-old question. Should I keep renting or should I go ahead and buy that house? Let's break down the pros and the cons of both options to help you make the best decision for you and for your family. Hey y'all, I'm Jayci, your go-to Lubbock realtor, and I'm here to support you with your buying, selling, and investing needs. And when you are ready for that support, feel free to check out my information down below and reach out anytime by call, text, or email, and let's see your way through real estate. And with my signature C method, I make things simple, easy, and efficient so that way you can keep on going with your everyday life and we can get to closing with a smile on your face. Now let's dive into today's topic, renting versus buying. So let's start off with renting. Renting offers you flexibility, and that flexibility gives you the opportunity to move around a lot more than if you own a home. So if you are moving around a lot for work, you have the option to move locations without having to worry about sell a house and buy a new one. If you are thinking about buying in the future, but you want to test out different neighborhoods and different areas of a town, you have the option to do that with renting, because you can rent in different neighborhoods and see what you like and see what you don't like before you settle on buying a home. Renting also offers a lower upfront cost. Yes, there are usually still deposits involved and first month's, possibly last month's rent, depending on what your landlord wants and what your agreement is. But it's usually a lot smaller than, say, a down payment for a home, or it has the potential to be quite a bit smaller of an initial investment than buying a home. So that could be a definite pro if you are not quite saved up to purchase a home. And the last good thing here is that maintenance responsibilities aren't usually yours. You will have a landlord, possibly a maintenance department, depending if you are in an apartment complex or if they are having their property managed through a rental company. You will have someone that will do the maintenance for you. So if you have issues with a faucet, a toilet, shower, stuff like that, you have someone that can come in and take care of those maintenance needs. And you don't have to either handle it yourself and pay out of pocket, or you don't have to hire somebody and pay out of pocket. One of the cons for renting is that you are very limited on what you can control. And that can vary from rent rates going up. So if you decide to stay in one place longer than a year, your rent may go up the following year. You're also very limited on what you can do with your property. And what I mean by that is typically you can't paint. And if you can paint, you usually have to put it back or stick within a certain color palette. You have to be very careful about what you hang, because if there's big holes left in the wall, you can get docked for that when it's time to get your deposit returned. So keep that in mind. You are very limited in customizing and making the house that you're in truly your home. So let's flip it over and let's talk about the buying side. When you buy a home, you get to start building equity. And what equity is the more you pay towards your mortgage, towards your home, the more equity it has, which is money that you can use towards another mortgage, or depending on the kind of loan that you get, you can use it towards other things. But the home ownership allows you to start building up that equity over time and helps build up your net worth. Home owning offers you stability. So that is your home, that is your space, and you get to have that feeling of permanence, because you're not going to get kicked out at the end of your lease. You may not have the chance of getting kicked out if your landlord decides to sell. That place is yours, as long as you keep up with the mortgage and all of that good stuff. But that house is yours. Along with that, you also get to make it yours. You can color the walls whatever color you want. If you want them pink, make them pink. If you want them green, make them green. The beauty of it is you can make it whatever you want it to be, because it is yours. And then another thing that is nice with homeowning is that you get to take advantage of some tax breaks and some tax benefits that you don't get whenever you are paying rent. So when you are paying rent, you are essentially paying someone else's mortgage most of the time. So you don't get any kind of tax benefit from that. You are simply paying theirs, and it's essentially 100% interest because you don't get any of it back. You don't get any equity back. You don't get to pay down a principal on your own house. But as far as taxes go, homeowners have the option for deductions in their mortgage interest and property taxes because it is their home. It is not someone else's. So you get to have that advantage of those possible deductions. And then this last one, it can be a pro or a con depending on how you want to look at it. Owning a home is a long-term investment. It is not a 6-month lease. It is not a 1-year lease. It is a long-term commitment. Yes, you can sell it down the road and buy something else, whether that is due to you wanting a bigger place, a smaller place, or you need a different place altogether as far as location-wise. But it is a long-term investment. The con of that is you're committed to it. You can't just pick up and leave whenever you want without a little bit of friction and a little bit of work to get the house sold, or if you want to figure out about renting it out, it'll take some work to get that done. However, it is a long-term investment in a good way because homes historically appreciate pretty well over time. And so if you're planning to be in a place for 5 years, you can buy a home and it'll appreciate in those 5 years. And when you're ready to move on to the next place, you'll have some equity built up. You'll have some appreciated value on your home, and you can sell it for more than what you got the mortgage for in the first place. So it's just something to consider. If you are not planning on being somewhere very long, or you like to move around a lot, definitely renting is a great option because then you are not committed to something. You're not in a long-term investment situation or anything like that. But if you plan on being in a particular area for longer than a few years, definitely consider buying. Now is a really great time to buy. Yes, I understand interest rates are a little bit high, but houses are still quite affordable, especially in the Lubbock area. So it is worth talking to a lender, talking to a couple of lenders, and seeing what you can afford and compare it to what a monthly mortgage payment may be compared to what you're already paying in rent. Because odds are they're pretty close in price. And then you'll have the pride of ownership. You'll have that stability. You'll have that customizing option to be in your own place. I want to know what your thoughts are. Was this information helpful? Do you have questions? Drop any questions down in the comments. Do you have a different type of video that you want to see? Let me know, because I want you to get a benefit from watching these videos and from my page. This is for you. And if this information was helpful, please hit that like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the videos that I share about real estate in the Lubbock area, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date. And if you are looking to buy, sell, or invest, I'm here to support you. Reach out and let's see your way through real estate. I'll catch y'all next time.